Namatma, Atma, Namaste, greetings of love and light to all of you who are present. This brief talk on KRIYASHAKTI and Pranic Feng Shui, so that you will have an idea of what we are going to learn in the coming physical class in our ashram, first class in the ashram premises, which is almost completely now ready. The important thing about KRIYASHAKTI is it is a science. People do not put the laws that they cannot understand under the science. They say it is metaphysical or it is esoteric or inner sciences or things like that. And they say there is nothing solid about it. This is the misconception. This is a very, very ancient science and art of materialization, which has taken place from the very origins of the universe. Ippudu, to create something, we need matter. And matter is nothing but Prakriti. When the creation itself has come, it was the Icha, the will of the Supreme. The vibration and spandana started. And from that came around the development of the primordial matter got coils together as per the Icha Shakti. And then the supreme power came out as the supreme Adi Parashakti. Now Adi Parashakti is nothing but pure matter. Manaki ee roju classes chestunamu, we are able to see all, we are able to see with the senses, understand with the mind and all that, because our physical body, our energy body, our emotional mental bodies and our psychic body, soul are all matter. It's all the Supreme Mother at work. And that is why right in the beginning, in Tripura, in the Vijayamalini Tantra, in Patanjali Yoga, in Kashmir Saivism, the roots in Lalita Sahasranama, everywhere we have this word that is used called KRIYASHAKTI. Mother is called the Icha, Jnana Shakti, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti are the three triad powers of the Panchamatrikas, which has been given to us, and it has been given to us as religion. But we have not understood how to materialize, how to fulfill our wishes. Now, this is the beauty of our Gurudev, Sadgurudev. Sadgurudev has gone into the inner sciences and seen the principles. As you can see, those who have read The God is Self-Evident, that the principles have been gathered, and then he's got into the Indian knowledge, and then he simplified the whole thing and has given it for the welfare of humanity. Why do we need KRIYASHAKTI? For our well-being, to live comfortably with the family, so that we have enough prosperity, enough success in our life. Whatever we do, we should be successful and we should progress in life. All these things can be achieved by creating a condition where the laws, the seen and unseen laws of this nature can be utilized with empowering from our soul and empowering with our karmas. We create the good karmas that are like fuel to keep the engine running and to keep the success, the streak of success. Ye chesna manaki adi paripurnam kavali, adi సృజనాత్మకంగా క్రియేటివ్ గా మనకి రూపం చెందుకోవాలి. అందుకని we have use this technique which is given by Master. Now, why is Kriya Shakti more important is because we should have the leisure. We are struggling from morning till night. We are working. We are having jobs. Homemakers are doing so much of work in the house, and it's a drudgery. They are not unhappy. They're not happy in their lives. They feel something is missing in their lives, and they want to do so many things which they are unable to do it. All these things now can be, if we understand the principles, how they work, then we work hard and systematically progress so that we can achieve what we want to. The Kriya, the very meaning of the word Kriya is to do something. So we have to progress physically, emotionally, mentally, psychically, and spiritually. There should be no drain of energy. All the time we feel we are tired and we are drained of energy. That is why it's very important for us to know the principles where we can put this to work. Now, why is it that many of the things that we are doing is not working? We desire something, and yet it is not happening. We are praying, we are donating, we are doing tithing, and yet things are not happening. The reason is, when we do something, it has to be with the most refined energy which will break the barriers. How to refine this energy? Now, there are some 5 principles which are involved here, which we'll deal in detail, in great detail, and also do a lot of practicals so that we'll have the confidence when we are doing the course. They are called the principle of purification, the inner purification and the outer purification. Not only the physical food and what we eat and everything, and the energy and the physical exercises, but the inner purification are thought forms which are all lodged, which are stuck, which are creating blocks, have to be removed. So a part of healings, of course, we have learned in the beginning, but we'll use the technique of blue triangle very beautifully. And then there are some very important sutras which are to be kept in mind. Like, for example, forgiveness. We think forgiveness is something which is, what has got forgiveness got to do with something we have to create? No. Without forgiveness, there is always a block. The entire channel should be free. From the basic chakra, we know that the basic chakra is important for prosperity. So in the healings, what we do, we cleanse the basic chakra, energize the basic chakra, we do the super brain yoga, and then we'll see that the basic chakra is big, clean, and pure. But the basic chakra, to have its full empowerment and to have its full power, has to be controlled by the higher chakras, the crown and the Agnya chakras. So in Kriya Shakti, we make you understand that the entire line, the roots of all these chakras are cleared up, so that wealth, prosperity and success will be available in plenty like prana. Like prana is available everywhere. Even this can be got. We can become wealthy, we can become prosperous. We give you several techniques now for this. For example, we give you a meditation on prosperity. What is it that we have to do in the meditation on prosperity? If you understand the meditation on prosperity, we'll easily understand that if we live a life like this, now everything will fall in line for us to achieve our goals and targets. Now, many of our seniors have always who've been practicing, and probably many of you all have been nurtured a lot by Swati ma'am, and you understand all these things much better now. So we will be now practically in the collective consciousness with the Guru's, invoking the Guru's consciousness, we'll try to bring down the golden energies physically in the class, and we'll start practicing it for the during the course. Now, I'll just read out to you the meditation on prosperity, which will be given to you all, to all those people who are participating. Of course, the refreshers who have been doing it for refreshing are already aware of it. So there are some of the keys that are there in this meditation prosperity. Now, for example, on the spiritual path, if you want to go very far, very fast, grow very fast, we have the Saint Francis of Assisi's prayer. Meditation on twin hearts is another great meditation that cleanses up your entire aura and makes the energy so fine and refined that your KRIYASHAKTI starts becoming very easy, and it will start working fast. In the same way, here we have something called the meditation on prosperity. If you understand every part of the Saint Francis of Assisi's prayer, which we use in twin heart meditation for spiritual success, in the same way for material success, there are some things that we are supposed to do, which is given in the meditation on prosperity, which you're supposed to do every day, morning and evening, with a little bit of super brain yoga or half squats, and read it. Like it is in giving that we receive. We know that this is a word that has come from the Saint Francis of Assisi's prayer. Always when you give one grain, we'll get 100 grains. As we sow abundantly, we reap abundantly. So first it is our giving, our karmas that we create, the good energies with the karmas that we create, that will give us the entitlement to reap abundantly. This is the divine law. And for this, to make it stronger, we have to share generously with all of us around, those who need the most, so that it will come back to us with a multiplier effect. And it will come back easily, constantly, and in abundance. So whatever we invest, whatever we give, we also do specific decreeing by assigning the good karmas, the energies of the good karmas, for getting the results faster and meeting the goals faster. Normally, what do? We just do tithing. Before coming to this, into pranic healing, I always used to do a lot of tithing. It's not that I started only with pranic healing, but I never used to decree. I used to believe that my right hand should not know what my left hand is given, or my left hand should not know what my right hand is given. So, and am I doing it with a selfish motive? Are we not selfish? You know, these are the questions I myself raised, and tomorrow many of you will be raising. That isn't it very selfish for you? No. The reason, this is a very practical approach given by Master. He says our life should be a little more smooth, little more easy, so that we are not disturbed, our mind is clear, our mental power is much more focused, so that we can break through the barriers and achieve the goals. And that is the reason, to make life easier, what do? We decree a part of the good karmas for so and so cause, the KRIYASHAKTI that we are doing for a specific cause, for the education of the children, or for making some more money, or getting a promotion, or getting an admission, things like that. We assign regularly on a regular basis. And of course, it's something which is very important. There are many people who come to us during the levels and during the KRIYASHAKTI, and they say that, look here, we have been giving tithing to this ashram, that which I also keep doing all the time. But Master once very clearly said, look here, you are gaining from somewhere, and that institution and that foundation, mother foundation, has to be strengthened. When the Guru is giving you something, you go and give it to some other Guru, the tithing, that is not going to help you. If you want to see the results quickly, you have to give your tithing regularly to the institution and to the Guru, who has been the teachers who have been teaching you, who have been guiding you, who have been nurturing you. When you do that, then very quickly the connection with the Guru Parampara, all the way till Master and above, till the Buddha, to the Arhats, the Bodhisattvas, Buddhas, the connection is established. And then the energy pours down. When the energy pours down, everything will be quickened. Everything will be, and then we have to be very positive. In the meditation and prosperity, we are again and again imprinting ourselves, telling that our life is blessed with all the time we are thinking about thought patterns, thought forms are being repeated, that we are prosperous, we are abundance, we have success, and we have tremendous prosperity, and we are living a life of moderation and spirituality. Again and again we are doing this, and also telling that I'm very, very healthy and happy and enjoying every moment of my life. And we are also blessing everyone. What we wish for others will come back to us. So we have to wish everyone, every being, to bless with good health, happiness, harmony, prosperity, spirituality. Whatever you wish for others, your entitled becomes stronger, and your entitlement becomes much more strengthened. So you will be able to receive more easily. And that is why, what are the things we can handle by Kriya Shakti? We are health problems, financial problems, relationship problems, spiritual crisis. All these things are supposed to be the things that we face in our day-to-day life. And so we are going to be working on all these things. Now, the 5 principles that we believe in are purifications, the principle of abundance, the principle of materialization, the principle of success, and the principle of moderation. All these things we will be now learning, and we'll be doing the practicals in the Kriya Shakti course. Once you do the Kriya Shakti course, then put it to use. We'll be also giving you the techniques which have been tried. Ma Charlotte was supposed to be a specialist doing Kriya Shakti for master all the time, on which color paper and which pen used and all these things. All these things will be given to you during the courses, and then change your life, transform your lives, and achieve success upon success, slowly, steadily, and see that you'll do very well in life and come up very well in life, and your family also comes up in life. This is the purpose of Kriya Shakti basically. And so in the modern context, so we'll touch about the spiritual aspects of it during the class, but we'll be more dealing with the practical day-to-day success and health and harmony and achieving things in life. I think this should do, because the time is a little short. Any questions before we go on to talk about Feng Shui or something like that? How much should you, there's a lot of things in this. Now I can't tell you the whole course here. There are some magic words that have to be used. The empowering words, you have to give safety programs for what you, the program that you give for decreeing and everything. And then you have so many other techniques like the magic boards and everything, how to dress, how to do the creative visualizations. All these things will be taught to you all during this course. And then one of the most powerful techniques is creating the genie. You're creating a being. This was of course banned earlier after Master taught us for a long time. And then again, Master said, okay, if people are going to put it to good use, you can give them the technique of the genie, which can be given for the people, so that throughout the day you'll be busy. You will not be constantly sending the energies. So we create a genie, a being, to channelize the energies, so that our target will always be met, and there'll be no loss of energy, or it will not slow down in achieving the goals. So all these things will be taught to you all during the Kriya Shakti course. You have a question, Sunaya?
Namaste, Acharya. Is it possible to teach it online for people who are out of country?
That's what many people have asked, but I really don't know. The advanced courses are not supposed to be taught online, because the practicals have to be done. Creating the GD and all these things are supposed to be done practically. But it is being thought of now. We are going to have a meeting, and then we'll be informing people who are, because a lot of people, I know at least another 50 to 60 people are there who really want to come and join online. So they have been asking for this. So the decision has still not been taken, because normally the earlier decision that was done by everyone, all the trustees together, was to see that we will not transgress the limitations that have been given to us. So that is what it is. Please go ahead. మన జీవితాలు మనం మెరుగుపరచుకోవడానికి ఈ అన్ని సైన్సెస్ మాస్టర్ ఇచ్చారు. మాస్టర్ has given us everything to improve our lives and our family's life, to see that we will achieve our targets and goals in our lives, provided they are noble goals. And of course, the key warning is also given that we are not supposed to misuse it for our own personal selfish gains and things like that. It should be useful for everyone. Now, Feng Shui is another course which goes very, very well with KRIYASHAKTI. That's why they're always as a combination. When you do KRIYASHAKTI and Feng Shui together, now the whole office, the home, environment, everything changes. Everything becomes very convenient and conducive for achieving our targets in life. That is why now Feng Shui has become very, very popular. Man India lo dani vastu antamu. Now many of our Pranic healers are very good at vastu, and they know a lot about vastu. Now Master studied almost 20 schools of the best Feng Shui. It's called Feng Shui. It's not Feng Shui. మనకి ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ అందరికీ కష్టం కాబట్టి అది ఎట్లుందో అట్లే ఫొనెటిక్ గా ప్రొనౌన్స్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి దాన్ని ఫెంగ్ షుయి అంటాం మనం దాన్ని. ఇట్స్ కాల్డ్ not just the outer but the inner esoteric pranic feng shui, using the prana. How to bring the prana in a given environment and a space, and see that the maximum optimal benefit comes out of it for our purposes, for our good health, for our Kriya Shakti, and for many other things. For peace, mental peace, for happiness, for getting over depression, getting into activity. Now different corners are connected with different types of energies. How to harmonize these energies? Ashtadikpalakulam antam manam, ashtadikkulu. So all the 8 directions, north, south, east, west, northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast, all these 8 directions have their own deities. And in the Western Feng Shui, they don't talk about the deities, but in the Chinese, they have their own names for that. The Taoist system has their own names for it, but we'll deal broadly. It's such a vast subject that we have tried to bring the best of everything. All the essentials of the 20 schools have been brought together. And surprisingly, we did a lot of comparisons with the Vastu, and the basics are almost the same. The Indian Vastu seems to be the one of the foundations from where the knowledge has gone also to the Southeast Asian countries. But it has been improved upon quite a lot. Now in Indian Vastu, we break down a lot of things. If something is wrong or blocking or doing something, we try to destroy the whole thing. Sometimes people go to such an extent that they break down everything and they spend so much of money and not getting the full results. Now Master very intelligently has given us, use the Western techniques, the especially the Hong Kong and the Chinese Taoist techniques, and some of the Indian techniques of reflections, and created a whole system where we can harmonize the energies which are imbalanced totally in the environment, in our house, or in places where there's a lot of dirty energy coming into the environment, into our own house. So this was earlier only known to the people who could see the inner elements, who could see the flow of the Panchabhutas. But now, as a science, it has been given to us. Now, the life force is called Chi. Prana is the vital life energy. Now, Fung is wind and Shui means water. Now, the wind scatters the energies and water holds the energy. We know we use the salt disposal unit for holding the energy, dirty energy that is brought into the disposal unit. In the same way, how to use this principle of wind and water to remove the negative energies and to promote the positive energies is taught in the subject Feng Shui, the Pranic Feng Shui, where more of the prana is use of prana is stressed upon. Good Feng Shui means good fortune, and bad Feng Shui means bad luck or bad fortune. And that is why we have to learn to understand the energies of all these different directions and balance in the given space. We call it the habitat, how the habitat can be changed and how energies can be magnified. This ancient science and art of managing both the internal and external energies is nothing but the Pranic Feng Shui, and allowing the energy to become soft, gentle, smoother, so that the flow can be better, the improvement can be done. And so the history and origins, of course, are there. We have several types of Feng Shuis. Now, for example, we have the Indian Vastu, the Chinese Feng Shui, we have the Pranic Feng Shui by Master. And in this Feng Shui, we have now added a lot of things which are not a part of the Indian Vastu, but now people in Indian Vastu are also started using this. Many of our people who have done this Feng Shui course have now professionally started their own Vastu consultations, and they're also helping others and charging. Some of my old students have become experts who have been charging quite a lot, which I told them not to. It should be simple and reasonable. And so we can use, we have a lot of articles like flutes, mirrors, crystals, different types of plants that can be used. All these things can be, will be taught to you all, how to change the directions of the winds, how to change the direction, and how to change the energy of the waters that are being coming there. So how to use the subtle chi. There are principles, there are several principles like the principle of habitat, principle of correspondence, principle of the multi-causal factors. There are many principles here, about 8 to 9 principles are there, 5 main principles are there for materialization. All these things will be taught to you all, and the directional Feng Shuis, the different directions of the Feng Shuis, of the 8 directions, and the angels that are connected with this are also going to be given to you all. And the colors that are connected with this are also going to be given to you all. And you will be taught how to use this and how to harmonize these colors, whichever color that you would like to have. The violet, for example, the northeast, those who are interested in spirituality, which is the direction and which is the color that has to be increased in that area. And if the gross energies are very, very bad, how to soften the energy which is bad for your business, how to soften the energies by changing the color and the light and the directional energies that are moving in, how to beforehand coming inside, how to destroy them, disintegrate them by using the different types of tools and techniques. All these things will be given to you in the advanced esoteric Pranic Feng Shui, which is a combination of the Indian Vastu and the Chinese Feng Shui. Of course, there is I Ching and Laopan, Loban, as they call it. They're all used in the by professionals, and also now the energy meters are being used by one of our students who has set up his own academy and who is improved upon instruments and in scanning the energies and all that and becoming industrial consultants. So we'll not deal with all those things. We'll deal with the basics and how to handle our own house, home affairs and the office, and see that when we are negotiating, in what directions we are supposed to sit so that people will listen to us, and in the interview, how to, which direction we should face if it's possible. All these techniques will be given to you all in the Feng Shui course. I think we should do. Any other questions, please? And remember that the KRIYASHAKTI and Feng Shui are very, very allied courses. They are like synthetic courses, I would say, which help each other in getting the results much faster. So we always advise people to do both the courses so that the whole knowledge is there with you all, and you don't have to look for knowledge elsewhere in any other sources. I look forward to see all of you. More than anything else, I'm waiting. I'm very happy to invite all of you to our ashram, which is going to be a sampler before we have the retreat in January. Physically, all of us are going to be together. And again, we are going to build up the Pranic healing family like we built up when Master was there, which is all broken up because of selfish reasons by many, many groups and many, many people who put cases and started using it for commercial uses. But Andhra Pradesh Foundation has always been using, charging the minimum that is possible, and seeing that the maximum benefits will be given for the participants. Always we as Pranic healers suggest a lighter coloring, pastel colors instead of dark colors, because dark colors tend to absorb the darker colors which are coming again. So lighter pastel shades are always better, and all the necessary things that are to be required for you all will be given to you all. The charts, the write-ups, the small booklets which are required for you, so that for ready reckoners for your use in future when you want to start, all these things will be given to you. So you don't have to worry about anything. You just have to come over and enjoy, because it's an in-house course. It's like a spiritual retreat also. You enjoy the space, meditate nicely, use the blue triangles nicely for your own. If you have any other ideas that you want to work upon, the environment is very conducive. The energy is very high. The energy has been changing rapidly after we did some necessary Feng Shui inputs were put in the ashram when the Bhumi Puja was done, and some things of the master were also put in the ground, and after that the energy started totally changing and multiplying, and so it's fine energies, which is very effective. Effectively practice your Feng Shui also, because you're staying there overnight probably. It's nice for you because the books will be given to you to write your own KRIYASHAKTI suggestions and your notes, which you'll be writing down there. A simple prayer. All of us be receptive. We should have started this in the beginning itself, but I had to shift everything from above and come into the room and set up things here. So it took some time and I didn't want to delay. So with all love from our hearts, be receptive. Do some pranic breathing. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Now smile at your breath and smile at your heart center with all love. Lovingly look at your heart and lovingly look at your breath. Keep the tongue on the palate. Don't forget that, the basics. Inhale fully. Hold. Be still, be aware. Exhale completely. Be still, be aware. The best way to relax is to smile with love. Gently look up to your crown. Open your heart to your crown. Smile with your heart at your crown. Inhale the light of your crown with your whole being. Hold. Exhale completely. Be still. Be aware. Let the stillness take over. Now gently look upwards from within to at your 12th chakra. Smile with your heart at your 12th chakra, 10 to 12 inches above your crown. Lovingly smile at it. Visualize a soothing flame or light. Inhale the light with your whole being. Hold. Be still. Be aware. Exhale the light. And spread it all over. Hold. Be still. Be aware. Let us pray. Thank you, O Supreme One, Mother, Father God, for all the grace and blessings showered on us and all the participants and their families. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to learn KRIYASHAKTI and Feng Shui, and for the clarity and understanding of the subject and the strength to practice it in our day-to-day lives, so that we'll transform all our lives. Thank you for your constant divine presence and for being with us always. To all the hierarchy of gods and masters, our beloved Master Mahatma Choa Kok Sui, Mahaguruji Bodhisattva Meiling, the whole hierarchy of angels and helpers, visible and invisible, our higher soul and divine self. We thank you all for being with us and for all the grace and blessings for us to be eligible and entitled to receive the knowledge with clarity and understanding, KRIYASHAKTI and Feng Shui, so that we can transform our lives and our families for the better and help the whole of humanity. Thank you all for your constant divine presence, guidance, protection, help, love, illumination, divine oneness, and divine bliss. And thank you all for making us beautiful instruments of the divine love, peace, and harmony. With eternal gratitude, thanks, and in full faith, so be it. Tadastu. Thank you all for your presence. Namatma. Atma Namaste. Gently be aware of the energies coming down all the way into your whole being. Breathe fully into your navel. Breathe into your navel and secondary navel areas. Let the energy be absorbed. The invocation that we did and the contact we established. May all the higher beings and the guardian angels be with us constantly till we achieve our goals in life. With thanks and in full faith, so be it, so be it, so be it. Thank you all. The session ends. It was a short introductory course. More of the details will follow soon so that you will have an idea what else is also going to be there in these courses that you're going to learn on the 9th, 10th, and 11th of December before our Christmas. Take care.